Have you ever wondered why so many of the most intelligent minds in history chose to live in isolation? People like Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, and of course Arthur Schopenhauer, these were individuals who could have socialized, could have been celebrated in every corner of the globe, but instead they chose solitude. They turned away from the masses, preferring the quiet company of their thoughts over the noise of social interactions. What makes intelligent people avoid social life? Is it arrogance, misery, or perhaps a profound truth that the average person simply cannot understand? Schopenhauer's shocking truth offers a unique perspective on this, one that challenges everything we think we know about social dynamics and the nature of human connection. Schopenhauer believed that the majority of people were not just intellectually inferior, but spiritually and emotionally immature. For him, the masses were driven by shallow desires, fleeting pleasures, and societal norms that distracted them from the higher pursuit of wisdom and self-understanding. This is the core of his philosophy. He argued that the majority of people's lives are filled with nothing more than distractions. Distractions that come in the form of social pressures, superficial conversations, and societal expectations. But intelligent people, Schopenhauer argued, have a very different perspective. They're acutely aware of the endless noise surrounding them, the incessant chatter of society, the shallow engagements that consume the majority of human energy. To them, social life often feels like an imposition, a constant drain on their mental and emotional resources. They don't see value in meaningless small talk or in pretending to enjoy activities that don't serve their greater purpose. For Schopenhauer, this was not about rejecting human connection entirely. Rather, it was about recognizing that most social interactions are shallow, repetitive, and devoid of depth. He believed that intelligent people, those who are capable of deep thought and profound introspection, will always feel out of place in a world that values surface-level interactions and shallow norms. And it's not just a matter of intellect, it's a matter of energy. Social interactions, especially in today's world, can feel like a never-ending loop of superficiality. People talk, but do they truly listen? They engage, but do they connect on a meaningful level? Schopenhauer suggested that for truly intelligent individuals, socializing can often feel like an exhausting waste of time, a drain on the energy that could be spent on creative thought, introspection, or simply being alone with their ideas. Schopenhauer's views on solitude were radical for his time, but they're becoming increasingly relevant today. In a world that constantly demands our attention and energy, whether it's through social media, endless notifications, or the pressure to conform to society's expectations, being alone can feel like a sanctuary. Solitude is not loneliness. It is the space where creativity, clarity, and deep thinking can emerge. Schopenhauer recognized this distinction, which is why he argued that intelligent people seek isolation, not because they are incapable of relationships, but because they understand the value of quiet, uninterrupted time. The truth is, social life isn't just mentally draining, it's also emotionally taxing. Have you ever found yourself in a conversation where you felt disconnected, or worse, drained by the energy of others? This is something that Schopenhauer saw as an inevitable consequence of living in a world dominated by surface-level exchanges. People constantly project their desires, needs, and insecurities onto each other, creating an environment filled with tension and emotional noise. For intelligent individuals who are sensitive to these emotional undercurrents, such interactions can feel suffocating. One of the main reasons intelligent people avoid social life is the profound understanding they have of human nature. They see beyond the facade that most people put on. While others might be caught up in the latest trends or societal expectations, the intellectually gifted see the emptiness beneath it all. They realize that much of social life is built on masks, on pretending to be something you're not to fit in or to please others. The need for social validation, the constant craving for approval, attention, and affirmation can feel foreign to someone who is deeply introspective and self-aware. These individuals know that true self-worth cannot be derived from the approval of others. Instead, it comes from within. It comes from understanding who you are at your core, from developing your inner potential, and from creating something meaningful in the world. This is why intelligent people often retreat into solitude. They're not running away from the world, they're running towards something deeper, something more authentic. They're seeking the clarity that only solitude can provide, the mental space to explore their thoughts and ideas without the constant noise of society pulling them in 1,000 directions. Schopenhauer's philosophy on solitude wasn't just about avoiding others, it was about the importance of inner development. In solitude, we have the opportunity to cultivate our true selves. We can reflect, question, and grow without the pressure of societal expectations. It's in solitude that the most profound ideas often emerge, because it's when we're alone with our thoughts that we can access the deepest layers of our consciousness. Consider some of the greatest thinkers in history: Einstein, Tesla, Nietzsche. Each of them had moments of intense solitude where their most groundbreaking ideas took shape. In fact, many of the world's most innovative minds have expressed a similar sentiment, that their greatest work emerged not in the company of others, but in moments of isolation, free from the distractions of social life. There is also the undeniable connection between solitude and creativity. When we are alone, we are free from the limitations imposed by the opinions and expectations of others. We're able to create without the fear of judgment, to explore new ideas without restraint. This is why Schopenhauer, a man who spent much of his life in solitude, understood that the creative process is not something that can be nurtured in a crowded room. It's something that requires space, time, and silence. The idea that intelligent people avoid social life isn't just a theory, it's an observation of human nature. The truth is, many of us, whether we're aware of it or not, feel the weight of societal expectations every day. We feel the pressure to conform, to fit in, to live up to a certain image of success or happiness. But those who are truly in touch with their inner selves, those who understand the value of solitude, realize that this external validation is not the key to fulfillment. Fulfillment comes from within, and it's through moments of solitude that we're able to access the clarity we need to live authentically. It's a shocking truth, one that Schopenhauer understood deeply. The majority of people live lives of distraction, chasing after fleeting pleasures, while those who are truly intelligent and self-aware choose to withdraw from the noise. They don't need social life to feel validated, because they've already found everything they need within themselves. And in that, there is a lesson for all of us. So, what about you? Do you find peace in solitude, or do you crave the constant company of others? Are you able to see beyond the superficiality of social interactions and find fulfillment within yourself? If not, perhaps it's time to start embracing the quiet, the solitude, and the space to develop your true potential. Because in the end, it's not about avoiding social life. It's about finding the deeper meaning that lies beneath the surface of everything. So, what do you think about Schopenhauer's views? Let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching.